Hello everyone, this is BSc second year real analysis class. So today I am going to discuss what is the limit point of the sequence. We have discussed in last some lectures the limit point of the set. Now likewise you can define the limit point of the sequence. Now write down the definition of limit point of the sequence. A real number zeta is said to be limit point of a sequence Sn if every neighborhood of zeta contains an infinite numbers of sequences. We have discussed the limit point of the set in last some lectures. So there we defined a real number is said to be limit point of the set if it contains at least every neighborhood of that real number contains at least one point of the set other than the number itself. Now here a real number zeta is said to be limit point of a sequence Sn if every neighborhood of zeta contains an infinite numbers of sequence. That is, Sn belongs to the any neighborhood zeta minus epsilon to zeta plus epsilon for infinitely many n. That is, elements of the sequence belongs to that neighborhood of zeta, any neighborhood of zeta for infinitely many values. That is, infinitely many points of the sequence belongs to every neighborhood of zeta. Then we call zeta as a limit point of the sequence. Also, we can write Sn minus zeta is less than epsilon for infinitely many values of n. For infinitely many values of n. So meaning of the zeta minus epsilon is less than Sn is less than zeta plus epsilon for infinitely many values of n, which means that infinitely many members of the sequence belongs to the every neighborhood of zeta. Then zeta is called as limit point of the sequence. Now note 1. Limit point of the range of a sequence is also a limit point of the sequence. But not conversely. Can you understand? If the Sn is a given sequence and the range of the sequence is nothing but the distinct elements of the sequence, and some real number zeta is a limit point of the sequence, then automatically it is a limit point of the sequence, because a range contains all distinct elements of the sequence only. So every neighborhood of zeta contains infinite members of the range. This implies that every neighborhood of zeta contains infinitely many points of the sequence, which implies that the limit point of the range of a sequence is also a limit point of the sequence, but not conversely, because if we consider Sn is our minus 1 raised to n, where n belongs to set of natural numbers. So this sequence 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 and so on. Now range of the sequence is of Sn is only distinct element 1 minus 1. Now this is a finite set, and we know that finite set has a no limit point. So we cannot say that the limit point of the sequence is a limit point of the range of the sequence, but limit point of the range of the sequence is a limit point of the sequence. Now one important theorem, existence of a limit point, Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem, which gives the necessary condition to existence of a limit point for the sequence. Existence of a limit point of the sequence. The theorem is Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem. The statement of the theorem is every bounded sequence has a limit point. If the sequence is bounded, then it must have a limit point. Every bounded sequence. Proof. Let it is given that the sequence is bounded. Let Sn be a bounded sequence. Now, if Sn is bounded, then its range is also bounded. Then its range is also bounded. Its range is also bounded. Now there are two possibilities. There are two possibilities. Range of the sequence set is first finite and second infinite. Now, if the range of the sequence is finite, if the range of the sequence is finite, if the range of the sequence is finite, then there exists at least one member zeta belongs to Sn such that zeta equal to SL for infinitely many values of L. If the range of the sequence is finite, we know that the sequence contains infinite numbers, or every sequence is an infinite sequence. If the range is finite, then there is at least one element of the sequence which repeats so many times. That is, it repeats infinitely many times. Now, if we take any neighborhood of theta, that neighborhood contains Sn belongs to zeta minus epsilon to zeta plus epsilon for infinitely many values of L. For infinitely many values of L. This implies that zeta is the limit point of the sequence. Zeta is limit point of the sequence. Now second, if the range of the sequence is infinite, if range of the sequence Sn is infinite. Now, and also we know that the range of Sn is bounded. Also, given that range of Sn is bounded, and the range of Sn is bounded and range of Sn is infinite. So from Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem for sets, we can directly say that the range of a sequence Sn has a limit point, say zeta, has a limit point, say zeta. If zeta is a limit point of the range, this implies that zeta is limit point of the sequence. Because we know that the limit point of the range is nothing but the limit point of the sequence. So today's lecture I am going to stop over here. Tomorrow there are some theorems and examples. Also, write down one note, depends on this theorem. One note. Converse of the theorem. Converse of the above theorem may not be. The statement of the theorem is every bounded sequence has a limit point, but there are some sequences which are not bounded, also the sequence has a limit point. For example, 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 and so on. This sequence is not bounded, it is bounded below but not bounded above. So this is unbounded sequence, is unbounded sequence, and 1 belongs to Sn is its limit point, is its limit point. So we cannot say that if the sequence is not bounded, then it has not a limit point. There are so many sequences which are not bounded, but they have a limit point. So thank you for this lecture.